friend of mine bought himself a new car. And as he was showing me his new car, he made this interesting statement. He said, "It may not be the car of my dreams, but it'll get me where I want to go." With this justification, at least to me, something was missing. To me, he left out a critical element in his argument. See, there's point A, and then there's point B, and then there's what happens in between point A and point B, and what happens in between point A and point B is called the journey. And the argument that follows is the quality of that journey. Now let me describe to you the quality of that journey in the car of his dreams. He would be riding in a luxurious, extra smooth ride with supple leather seats that can be heated with the press of a button or air conditioned with the press of a button. He would be listening to his Bose stereo with its 8-speaker surround sound system. His sunroof would be open and the fresh air would be flowing in all around him. He would have the joy of owning the best and driving the best. And it sure wouldn't hurt when his friends saw him in it too. This little analogy plugged into the real world looks like this. Point A is birth and point B is death. And what happens in between point A and point B is called the journey. Now, as my friend was making this statement of justification, I was wondering, what is he going to be thinking when he's driving this car from point A to point B, and he looks over and sees somebody else in the car of his dreams? What is he going to be feeling when he sees somebody else driving his dreams? Is he then going to be happy with this car that gets him there? Will he then be happy that he settled for less than his dream? Good questions. I got a few more. Will you be happy with a journey where you settle for less than your dream? How will you feel seeing other people living your dream, living in the house of your dreams, driving the car of your dreams, and not having to worry about money? Henry David Thoreau made one of the most impactful statements ever when he said, "Most people lead lives of quiet desperation and die with their music still in them." Who are these most people that Thoreau is talking about? Could it be the people that know that they have just as much potential and just as much ability as the people who are in fact living the dream? I think so. This thing called achieving success, where does it start? When most people meet a successful person, invariably they ask or want to ask, "How'd you do it?" Without realizing that how they succeeded came second. What came first was why they succeeded, because everyone who has ever succeeded did so because they have a strong purpose, which was their motivation for how they succeeded. Something was pushing them badly. Something was driving them. Something was eating away at them. Something would not let them rest until success was accomplished. This yearning is called a strong purpose, and it is the beginning of all success. Did you know that most success accomplished by millionaires was built on a foundation of negative events, built on a foundation of pain, built on a foundation of suffering? For example, as a child, I was told repeatedly that I would never amount to anything. Oprah Winfrey was born into poverty on a dirt road in rural Mississippi. She was raped when she was 9 years old, ran away from home when she was 13 years old, and was pregnant at 14 years old. She faced racial bias because she was black and faced gender bias because she was female. Oprah has a purpose as well, and her purpose is this: that is the way I had to live as a child. That's not the way I'm going to live as an adult. Many successful people have taken their purpose and gone from what I call broken to outspoken. Negative events and being put down is painful. Seeking relief for that pain is your purpose. There's an irrefutable law of human nature that goes like this. We as human beings react most forcefully to that factor in our childhood from which we suffered most. The stronger or the greater the suffering, the stronger we react. In order to be successful, you must have passion, and suffering generates passion. The stronger the suffering, or the greater the suffering, the stronger the passion. Therefore, suffering is good. You don't think suffering is good? Just go to any millionaire and say, "Hey, give me all that you've accomplished, and I will remove those painful memories." You won't get one taker. That tells me that Suffering is good. It generates passion. It generates rocket fuel, which generates success. Not too long ago, I shaved my mustache. And I didn't like the way I looked. I had forgotten that I virtually don't have an upper lip. So I had one of two options. I could either grow my mustache back or get Botox. I opted to grow my mustache back. Things like shaving my mustache can be undone, but a lot of things in life cannot be undone, like negative and painful events. But you have the choice to turn those negative events into a positive by using them as rocket fuel to achieve great success. You do have a choice. Don't let that rocket fuel explode inside you. Don't let it eat you up, and don't let it ruin your life. Use that rocket fuel to propel you to the moon. Use that rocket fuel to propel you to achieving great success. Thank you.